Hello and welcome to a new video series featuring student athletes. Our first one is senior women's soccer player Lauren Owens. So first off, we'll start with the soccer questions. You've moved to center back this year.
Yeah.
Just talk about that transition.
It's been interesting. I'm used to playing outside where I have a lot of space and I have room to run, and I'm in the center of the field in a defensive position where everyone's running at me. And so yeah, it's a lot different. It takes a lot of communication, but I like it a lot.
And how was that broken to you? Like, was that the new coaching staff that had that idea? What was that?
Yeah, I don't know what their thought process behind it was, but one day at practice they were like, Lauren, go on center back, and then I just never came out of the position. So.
And this is your senior year, so and it's got to be nice to be starting.
Yeah,
so,
it's so great.
yeah. Just talk about your approach to this year, which may be, a little bit different considering it is your final year.
I think this year I'm just kind of not holding back at all. I'm just ready to let it all go, have fun, work hard, and just finish out strong.
Cool. And then, this is a unique team in that there's like 10 returning starters from last year, but also 13 newcomers. Very talented newcomers, too. And also a first-year coaching staff. Just talk about, the vibe of this team.
All right. Well, the returners were all really close, and we're all really happy, really, accepting people. We're really accepting. And so I think the newcomers came in. We were really excited to work with them, really excited to meet them. And so we just really wanted that team camaraderie. And so we meshed really well, and the locker room is fun, and we really love our new coaches. They're great. They help us learn. They're patient with us. And so I just think this year the vibe of the team is probably like one of the best I've experienced since I've been here.
And then, one thing that may not be apparent for, casual fans, but this team has a very good sense of humor, I would say. Again, casual fans wouldn't know about Vikings Night, which is the Student Athlete Awards Night. You guys have won. We've hosted that 2 years in a row, and women's soccer has won the video twice. They were 2 for 2. And then also we had immediately after practice a throw last year. Sense of humor, you don't score goals with a sense of humor, but how does that help the team?
I think it just helps us have fun and let go. We're not afraid to do anything around each other. Like today in the locker room, we had one of our players hide in a box, and we told everyone we had new gear, and she jumped out and scared everyone. And I just think it helps everyone to bond with each other and not afraid of anything, really. So it's great. I love it.
Nice. And then, you were on an episode of Immediately After Practice with Throw as one of 3 Rachel McKayleys,
Yes.
including the actual Rachel McKayley and Abby Fangold.
Yes.
And you 3 are all really good friends. Just talk about, whose idea was that to do that?
I think it was all of ours, honestly. Like, the 3 of us were really close, we're roommates, and we just play ideas off each other all the time. And then we loved Ro. Ro's so funny. And so we just sat down and we just started getting ideas going, and it just happened naturally. And, she had to leave because there wasn't a budget, I guess. But
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Ro. And then, you guys in that episode wrote fan fiction. I believe the title was 50 Shades of Grey's Anatomy. Whose idea was that?
I think Abby Rachel came up with the Grey's Anatomy part, and then Abby, she was like, 50 Shades of Grey's Anatomy, and then I was like, oh, good one, guys, and then we spewed ideas off of that.
Yeah.
So.
And did you have a hand in actually writing the fan fiction? Or?
Yes, we decided to spew like a bunch of different stories together, like 50 Shades, Grey's Anatomy, and then I wanted to throw some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in there because who doesn't like the Fresh Prince? So we just kind of put all our ideas in one, and I guess it worked a little bit.
I think so. I was editing that, so I thought it was funny. And then, when you're not playing soccer, when you're not as a student, what do you like to get up to?
So I like to read a lot, which I know is kind of nerdy, but I can just sit down and read for hours. But also, my roommates and I, we like to watch Netflix, which I think everyone on our team does. And sometimes we'll all get together, we'll make a dinner, and we'll just watch scary movies or funny movies for the night, which I think is really nice. So.
Nice. What TV show are you currently binge watching on Netflix?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm actually in the middle of watching America's Got Talent. I keep up with that every week. But other than that, I'm rewatching Parks and Rec right now. So.
Oh, that's a great choice. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. And then, remind me of your major?
I'm a speech and hearing major.
Okay. What do you plan on doing with that?
Well, I have to go to grad school, so more school after school. And then I'm hoping to work in hospitals with newborn infants. So we'll see how that goes, but there's a lot of different things I can do with it. So.
Nice. And are you thinking you're going to do grad school right away, or do you have?
I'm hoping to.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've already taken my test, and I'm about to start applications. So fingers crossed.
Cool. All right, we're going to end this with a silly little game. There's lots of good soccer movies out there, but how do you feel about She's the Man?
One of my favorites.
Nice. Well, this might be a silly question then, but did you know that it was based off of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night?
I actually didn't know that.
Okay.
That's interesting.
All right. Well, then this is the game. I'm going to read a quote. You have to decide if it's from She's the Man
Okay.
or for William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night.
Okay.
You know, if you get 6 answers, I have 10 quotes. If you get 6 answers correct, we'll stop the game and you've won.
Okay.
Again, no prizes because of NCAA extra benefits rules, but you won my respect if you win. You understand the game?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Amanda Bynes v. William Shakespeare.
Okay.
Here we go. Better a witty fool than a foolish wit.
Twelfth Night.
Correct. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
Twelfth Night.
Correct. Who's that, your girlfriend?
She's the Man.
Nice. And when I close my eyes, I see you for who you are, which is ugly.
She's the Man.
Nice. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them.
Twelfth Night.
Yes, correct. All right. New school, new babe pool.
Oh, She's the Man.
That's it. That's 6 answers correct. You won. Nice.
All right, sweet. Feels good.